I don't do well at potlucks or hospitals. I like single-serving foods in wrappers. I don't eat popcorn in a movie theater. I won't eat ice cream in a cone. I don't touch handrails. I punch elevator buttons with the back of my wrist. I grab handles above or below where everyone else might grab them with my sleeve. On the off chance I get sick, I think back 3 days to where I went, who I was with, what I touched, if someone coughed in my direction. As a child, I didn't bathe very often. Water drips cut lines through grime down the undersides of my forearms. I would pry off my shoes or kick my flip-flops, then sink into the tweed sofa of the living room to fall into a television trance. I grabbed my ankle and pulled my foot inward. My feet peeled then, always scaling skin, sloughing off in sheets and chips, sometimes stiffened by time spent unattached to healthy skin. I pulled the toes to my mouth and chewed the loose skin off. I don't chew my feet now. I don't even chew the skin around my fingers. I wash my hands instead. I have an issue. I know the moment it happened. A snap in my brain, like a rubber band snapping against the back of my hand, drove me to the sink, to the soap, repeatedly, often, frequently, too much. I was pregnant, working in an office, afraid of losing a baby, afraid of becoming sick while already oversized and miserable, afraid of going into labor prematurely. Then I had a baby that I feared would fall ill, so I washed my hands. Back when I chewed my feet, my mother had fears. She'd spit that fear of running out of money into the bathroom sink, convulsing in the darkest hours of the night, coughing, sputtering over the basin until she emptied the contents of her stomach. Her coughs, her gags would reverberate through the thin faux wood paneling of our trailer between the bathroom and my bedroom. Her fears would reverberate through the walls into the channels of my ears, covered with my pillow, trying to keep them away. Someone brings cookies to work, to school, to a function. I eat the cookie with a fork. The fork accidentally touches the table. I get a new fork. I wash my hands before I grab the new fork. Someone touches my cookie. I don't eat the cookie, or I eat the cookie pinched between the folds of a napkin, but the inside of a napkin, unfolded to the inner parts that no one could have touched. Or if everyone has already had a cookie, they've picked over the tray. I don't eat the cookies. If I haven't seen the lifespan of the cookie tray, who has touched it, who has bent over it, examining it, who has rifled through it with bare hands, I don't touch the cookies, no matter how badly I want one. I used to chew the skin off my feet. I pull my sleeve over my palm to open the doors in public. I go to public bathrooms, cover my hand, flush with my foot, cover my hand, walk to the sink, wash my hands. My finger touches the faucet or the handle by mistake. I re-wash my hands. I rip off a paper towel to turn off the sink, or if I'm lucky, I can push it off with my elbow. At the grocery store, I snatch a sanitizing wipe from the dispenser before I touch a cart. I smooth the wipe over its handle thoroughly. I don't eat samples passed out by elderly women with trays of cheesecake or granola bars or ice cream in miniature plastic cups. I haven't washed my hands. I don't know who has been here before me, if she's wiped her nose with her plastic-gloved hands on accident, if someone has touched the tiny spoons we pluck from a bin. I cover my hands in the clear, cold liquid of hand sanitizer when I reach the car. I lather and rinse my hands twice when I get home. I wash them again after I've put the groceries away. I used to chew the skin off my feet. I don't want to talk about what happens when someone in my house gets sick. I especially don't want to talk about stomach bugs. I don't want to talk about the cleaning of surfaces, doorknobs, toilet handles, sinks, laundry. I don't want to talk about the skin of my hands all red and sore and cracked. I don't want to talk about the sound of it. I watch everyone. I visualize the germs they ignore, they ingest. I watch them lazily, absent-mindedly, chew their dirty fingernails. I watch them lick their fingers. I watch them share drink or cigarette. I watch them hand each other pieces of food with bare, unwashed hands. I watch them sneeze into their palms and then touch door handles. I watch them dig their fingernails into the rind of an orange, peeling it apart and slipping slices into mouths. I watch them gnash teeth into an apple and then set it down on a desk before the next bite. I pay attention to where the waitress grabs my glass to refill it. I watch her touch the inside of my salsa bowl with her thumb as she sets it down. My muscles seize up. I wipe it out with my napkin. My body flinches. I used to chew the skin off my feet. My husband comes home from a movie. I make him wash his hands. My kids come in from school or outside. I make them wash their hands. Don't even eat a meal with me if we've been out shopping and you don't wash your hands. I won't hear anything you say. I used to chew the skin off my feet. I have the cleanest hands.